Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. I am Karen Ma from SJKC Chonghua Miri. In this section research, I intend to explore how Nearpod helps enhance engagement among Year 4 pupils towards home-based teaching and learning in English. I'm going to present my research in 6 parts. The pandemic COVID-19 has come to its 2nd year. It has affected the education system worldwide. In Malaysia, the Ministry of Education has proposed Home-Based Teaching and Learning Manual 2.0. As for English, there are 6 lessons per week, including offline, online, and tutorial classes. I think pupils' engagement is the most significant challenge in adapting to online teaching and learning. Most of the time, I found my pupils less motivated, showing low interest and lack response during online classes. Therefore, it is crucial to innovate and change to adapt to the new teaching and learning norm. Referring to M. Samugam and his team's research on Nearpod as an interactive learning method, I decided to use Nearpod as a tool in the teaching and learning process to enhance pupils' engagement. When a student is engaged in the learning process, they learn more. Therefore, the research focuses on enhancing Year 4 pupils' engagement using Nearpod as an interactive tool. This research explores how Nearpod helps enhance Year 4 pupils' engagement in home-based teaching and learning. There are 2 specific objectives. Number 1. Enhance participation among Year 4 pupils throughout the home-based teaching and learning process. Number 2. Explore advantages and challenges of using Nearpod in home-based teaching and learning. The research focuses on 33 pupils in 4C. There are 24 girls and 9 boys. The methods used in this research were observation and document analysis. Through observation, the pupils were unwilling to turn on the camera. In addition, I had noticed pupils eating during the lesson. They were less motivated in learning. I tried to imply quizzes to encourage pupils' engagement. However, only part of them participated. Nearpod is an approach where I could convey materials while involving pupils actively in their learning experience without having myself on a one-man show. Nearpod can be found at nearpod.com. It is a cloud-based application with a relatively easy-to-use interface. One can access the lessons with any smart device or computer. Based on CEFR Get Smart 4 textbook, I have created suitable lessons using Nearpod in 5 modules. In Module 3, we did reading using Nearpod features Time to Climb and matching pairs. Module 4, pupils learned grammar through Collaborate board. Module 5, I used memory tests as set induction to explore countable and uncountable nouns with my pupils. Module 6, we use Collaborate board and fill in the blanks feature to do writing. Module 7, pupils learned how to make sentences using indefinite pronouns through Collaborate board. Through observations and document analysis, pupils participate actively throughout the home-based teaching and learning process using Nearpod. I use model SCORE, SCORE, as a guideline to evaluate my pupils' engagement. I can see pupils' engagement improved as they had fulfilled the 4 factors that correlated to human needs. First, success, the need of mastery. During the grammar lessons, I use Collaborate board in Nearpod as a scaffolding method to help pupils write sentences using indefinite pronouns. There were a lot of examples from teacher and pupils written on the board. With this support, pupils were convinced that they could succeed. Then, pupils were more willing to try and eventually they could make correct sentences. I could see pupils were trying to participate actively. They had not only write one sentence, but most of them had also written various sentences. So, I could tell pupils' confidence is built through lessons. Indirectly, pupils are more inclined to turn on their cameras and participate actively. C for curiosity, the need of understanding. Children are naturally curious. It is essential to stimulate pupils' curiosity to awaken their desire to learn. Features in Nearpod can be used as set induction to raise interest. I had designed a memory game. I used pictures of different countable and uncountable food. Pupils had to remember the place and match them with the same pairs. From my observations, pupils were excited when they saw memory games with card folded. After finding all the pairs, pupils were asked to observe the pictures and they could quickly relate the image with the topic countable and uncountable nouns. Originality, the need for self-expression. Usually, pupils feel shy to answer openly or discuss any questions. One reason is they are worried if their answer or opinion seems wrong to others. Using Nearpod as an interactive tool helped pupils to express themselves. A good example of this was by using the Draw It feature. Pupils could express themselves by drawing smiley face, pictures, and words to tell me their feelings about the lesson, which I found very encouraging and helpful for my further lesson planning. Besides, this had also arisen pupils' creativity. Pupils could participate and embed images within the discussion. Relationships, the need for involvement with others. Using Nearpod in home-based teaching and learning has fostered peer relations. They work together to contribute ideas through Collaborate board. This is a function in Collaborate board where pupils could click on the button to like their friend's post. From my observations, pupils were very happy when they found the amount of like increase under their post. It also encouraged a friendly environment for learning. The time to climb activity was the all-time favorite. According to Bergin and Raleigh, the use of game to promote students' learning has been done in the past to capture students' interest as all of us learn better when we are motivated. Let me show you one video. As we can see, Time to Climb has created a friendly, competitive learning environment. Through the research, I have explored some advantages and challenges while using Nearpod in home-based teaching and learning process. The advantages are as below. Number 1. Supportive learning culture. It enabled me to monitor the pupils' engagement and understand their learning progress. Pupils' work would be shown on my screen and I could give them additional support by guiding them to do corrections or give immediate feedback. Number 2. Student-oriented learning environment. Lessons created using Nearpod provide a student-oriented learning environment where the pupils take ownership of their participation in the learning activity. It kept them engaged and motivated throughout the lessons. Number 3. Real-time result. Nearpod allows pupils to get their results immediately after the assessment, such as fill in the blank, quizzes, and matching pairs. Besides, Draw It and Collaborate board activities enable me to view every pupil's answer and identify pupils who need extra guidance to guide them accordingly. The main challenge I encountered is Nearpod requires more substantial internet access. Some pupils who have multiple devices sharing networks found it difficult to gain access. It takes more time for them to load the page. Using Nearpod as interactive tools have indeed brought positive changes in my Year 4 pupils. Pupils participated actively during lessons. Pupils also completed their tasks given on time. They gained confidence and were looking forward to more activities using Nearpod. Besides, I noticed the improvement in pupils' achievement. In March, 25 pupils achieved Band 3, 8 achieved Band 4 in PBD. In September, 10 pupils achieved Band 3, 18 achieved Band 4, and 5 pupils achieved Band 5. Furthermore, during one lesson with the Year 4 pupils, my PK1, Madam Wong, had observed me teaching writing using Nearpod. Then she invited me to have a sharing session with my colleagues. I was glad that teachers had found it helpful. Many of them had tried to use Nearpod in their classes too. In regards to my teaching practice, I learned that it is important to adapt activities to suit the pupils' needs and interests. Through this research, I had an excellent opportunity to know and interacting with more technology educational tools. Finally, I'm going to talk about recommendations for future research. That brings me to the end of my presentation. I will narrow down my participants to those struggling to achieve Band 4 in English in future cycles. I will also continue to explore more interactive tools to ensure my pupils get the full benefit of home-based teaching and learning. Thank you for your attention.